The cycle of research. We know that scientific inquiry may take one of the two possible forms, inductive and deductive forms. Inductive scientific inquiry and deductive scientific inquiry. What we do in inductive is that we will go from observations to generalizations, or we will collect data, analyze, and arrive at certain inferences, and these inferences will be taken to form certain theoretical generalizations. That is what we normally do in inductive method. But in deductive method, we usually travel from a general thing to a particular thing. That means we may have a theoretical generalization, and in deductive research, we will test whether the theoretical generalization can be applied in a particular context. Or in deductive research, we go from theoretical generalizations to observations. So these are the two forms of scientific inquiry, inductive and deductive. In inductive research, the goal of a researcher is to infer theoretical concepts and patterns from observed data. So we will collect the data and we will arrive at certain inferences, and from that we will take certain theoretical concepts and patterns. But in deductive research, the goal of the researcher is to test the concepts and patterns not from theory, using empirical data or observed data. Hence, inductive research is also called theory building research. We are building theory in inductive research. But deductive research is theory testing research. That's a basic difference. Inductive research is theory building research, and deductive research is theory testing research. The complementary nature of inductive and deductive research can be shown with the help of the cycle of research. So why do we use this concept, cycle of research? It is used to understand the complementary nature of inductive and deductive research. Look at this figure. It shows the cycle of research. At the top, we have theory, and at the bottom, we have observations. Let us look at the right side of this figure. What we see is that from theory, we come to observations. So this is theory, and from theory, we come to these observations. That is, we are testing the hypothesis. We are testing the hypothesis. That means we are using this method, deduction. And from observations here, from observations, we build the theory. That means we are using induction, or we are generalizing from observations to build the theory. Then the theory may again be tested using deduction method. And we may refine the theory or build the theory, add more things to the theory based on these observations. So this process continues endlessly. This process continues. Theory, and from theory, we come to observations, and from observations, we will go to the theory. So theory will be refined or it will be modified based on the observations. So this is what is called the cycle of research. This shows that Deductive and inductive methods are complementary to each other. Both add to the building up of theory, and both help the people to test the theories, in the sense that from theory we may come to observations, and sometimes from observations we may go to the building up of the theories. So this is typically what is called the cycle of research. A complete researcher is one who can traverse the entire research cycle, or the complete researcher is one who can pass through the entire research cycle and can handle both inductive and deductive research. So a true complete researcher must be able to handle both the inductive and deductive research.